What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. We are at Pocono Raceway for a quick stop at the Tricky Triangle. What in the world did Elliott Sadler just do? Anyway, yeah, Greg Biffle, once again, your pole sitter. Pretty much the same front row as last week. Obviously, Biffle won at New Hampshire last week. Then there's the 01 of Joe Nemechek, the 31 of Jeff Burton, and then rounding out the top 5 is the 24 of Jeff Gordon and the defending champion and the teammate of Jeff Gordon, the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. So, yeah, how about that? But, whoa, and Sadler in the grass for some reason. I'm not sure if he's having some sort of an issue with his car or what, but looks like he might be pulling it off the track. Yeah, he's taking the access road, so looks like he might be pulling off here before the race even gets started. That's just a tough break for Sadler there. But yeah, it's our last race here at this track without safer barriers, as literally the second this race ends, work will be done to this racetrack to add the safer barriers to the track to make it just a little bit safer. So yeah, hopefully nothing catastrophic happens here today, but you never know. It's the MG Cup Series. Off of turn 3, there's no turn 4. Pace car is off, and we are about to get underway here from Pocono Raceway. There it is, green flag in the air. We're racing from Pocono. We made it longer than we did last time, because last season Casey Kane got upside down about 2 feet into the race. We had a pretty big crash coming across the start-finish line, but now we've made it through turn 1. So we've already made it way further than we did last time we came to this track. Heading into the tunnel turn, or turn 2, whichever you'd like to call it. The tunnel turn, the little Indianapolis-based bend off of the Long Pond Straight. And now here's the Milwaukee Mile Corner, known as turn 3 at this racetrack. Off of turn 3, coming to the line, Greg Biffle leads the first lap, but here comes Tony Stewart to his inside. Can't quite keep the momentum up. He has no help. You have to rely on the draft big time at this racetrack. And Joe Nemechek pulled up alongside that 20 car on the high side. Look at this. 3, almost 4 wide back there. Kyle Busch just cleared older brother Kurt. And now 3 and 4. Here they come off turn 4. 3 and 4. Where did I even get that from? Through turn 2. It's funny how we have an Indianapolis-based turn at this track, and then the next week we head to Indianapolis. But yeah, not sure what my brain was thinking there. But now down the front straightaway once again, lots of shuffling around through the pack being done here. Chris Mack further back on the bottom of 3 wide. That might not end well. Had to back out of it last second there. Car getting very loose now. Sliding up the racetrack, bounces off the outside wall. Contact. There goes Bobby Hamilton around. Oh, and Hamilton gets hit hard. Around goes the 86 through the grass. Chris Mack spinning into the infield. Multiple cars completely destroyed. Terry Labonte hit hard. And racing back to the caution flag. First yellow flag of the day. Tony Stewart, your race leader, as we bring it around off of turn 3 and to the start-finish line. Lots of shuffling around on the front straightaway still. Man, let's see what happened there. First, a couple of laps ago, something happened here with Chris Mack, as he had to back out of what would have been a crazy move there heading into turn 1. Watch this. 3, almost 4 wide. Has to back out of it last second. And that almost didn't end well. It was a bold move, but a smart move to back out of it. And then next time by, a similar move. Once again, he backs out, the car gets loose, and then it just gets tight. Loses grip, trying his hardest to keep it off the wall. Then Hamilton slides up and just squeezes him into the wall further, and around he goes. And here comes the 44 of Terry Labonte. Thought he made it through, and then just caught the right rear of that car. Nails him. That sends him sliding, gets into the 86, got under the 86, picked the left rear tire up off the ground, but luckily the roof flap set that car back under the ground before it rolled over. That's what sent Max spinning through the grass. The 61 of Tony Raines and the 1 of Martin Truex Jr. got a piece of it as well here. Going over Truex. Oh man, nowhere to go. He was on it trying to get through, but the hole ultimately was closed up there. There was just nowhere for him to go. Let's go on board with Chris Mack here in the 86 car. Saw him starting to pull low and try to get out of the way there. And unfortunately just sent himself right in the harm's way. So kind of did the opposite there. But a couple cars getting taken out, but we're going to keep it rolling here. That got really close. But yeah, gonna go ahead and drop to the green, or jump to the drop of the green. Green flag back in the air. Elliott Sadler's back on track. Something looks like he's down a cylinder or something wrong with that car clearly, as he is nowhere near being up to speed, and that might pose as a hazard in this race because he is way off the pace. The drivers are going to be flying by him left and right. Sadler trying to get in line up high and get out of the way, give everybody a chance to go low, but he's holding a few people up. Now heading through the tunnel turn. So we get a few flybys there. And now Sadler's still just in harm's way here. A lot of cars getting held up here. Jason Leffler going to get to the inside of that 38 car. Can Mayfield pull low? No, he can't. There are cars to his inside. So people still getting held up here. And now Sadler off of turn 1. Few cars trying to get by. Chris Mack taking them 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Was able to clear into single file before they got into the corner. A little bit of a break between in the field here. It's like two separate packs. We got the top 17 up here, and then a little bit of a stretch before the rest of the field is behind them. But now they've finally gotten past Elliott Sadler, so that's good. Go on board with the 86. Tight, up into the outside wall, try to throw a block here. 61. I thought he was going to try to work his way back up through the field, but the damage of that car clearly getting to him. So let's go ahead and focus on the front once again here. Carl Edwards in the 99. Trying to get by Kevin Harvick. Obviously, this is a track that relies heavily on the draft, so it's going to be tough for him to do that. Gordon tried to get to the outside of Edwards. Not really a smart move to try to go to the outside entering the corner, but these drivers are not going to lift. They're going to take their run, take their momentum wherever they can. If they lift, someone else will just go over their inside and they'll lose a spot either way. Maybe even multiple spots. So you got to stay in it as much as they can here and try to use different lines and hope it works. But meanwhile, out in front, Tony Stewart, nobody's able to catch him here today. He's been absolutely untouchable out in front. Look at Jimmy Johnson with a move heading into turn 1. He pulled out last second and got underneath the 6 of Mark Martin. Side by side down the Long Pond straightaway. Johnson's going to get through into the tunnel turn. And now we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. I know I shouldn't have did that. Now I missed something. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't know exactly what the caution is out for, I'm going to just back it up a little bit. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Chris Mack. Something didn't sound right with that car. I'm not sure what happened to him there, but the car just went around on him. He's going to try to keep it high and up against the wall there and get it going again, but that did bring out the yellow flag. See him bringing it to pit road and calling it a day. That car completely destroyed. Look at that. Let's go ahead and get things rolling again. Oops. Went too far, but green flag is in the air. We're racing once again. Look at the 61 of Tony Raines out in front. With heavy damage to the rear end of that car. That caused a lot of drivers to check up. Now Tony Stewart was actually a race leader. On the restart, around goes Raines, and he's going to hit the inside wall. Hard hit into the wall for Tony Raines. Oh, big crash. One car upside down is Jeff Gordon. Multiple cars involved. Gordon up on top of Mike Bliss. Chris Mack slides through the grass late, and a huge wreck on the back straightaway. Raines got spun to the inside wall, and meanwhile everybody else piled up. Jimmy Johnson is going to lead the race back to the caution flag. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Jeff Gordon went for a wild ride, somehow able to drive that thing away, but he did get up on his roof. And man, that was a huge crash. So Tony Raines got spun, and at the same time, up into the outside wall goes the 07 of Dave Blaney and the 25 of Brian Vickers. Blaney slides down the racetrack, collects Jeff Gordon, goes for a quick loop around. He's going to keep it going. Gordon, meanwhile, is going to spin. Gets hit by Sattler, and that sends him up onto his roof. And Gordon's going to just slide around upside down for quite a while here, getting hit by multiple cars. He got hit by Michael Waltrip. He hits Dale Jr. Got hit by Mike Bliss there. He's going to come back across. He's going to get up into the outside wall a little bit there. Gets hit by Mike Wallace, and that's going to put him back on his wheels. Look at Robbie Gordon up in the outside wall. No relation between the two, by the way, Jeff and Robbie. Robbie Gordon spins. The 43 of Jeff Green sliding through the grass. Oh, man. wild wreck on the back straight or Long Pond straightaway here. Brings out the third caution of the day. And luckily everyone is okay. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. We're going to take a few more looks at the wreck that just happened before we go back green. The onboard of Jet Wow. Some wild stuff there. Let's take another look at it here. This is the onboard of Chris Mack in the 86 car. This is what he sees coming off of turn 1. The only reason he spun it is because he got down into the grass. And some wild stuff here from Pocono Raceway. But luckily everybody, as I said, everybody is okay. But let's hurry up and get back to the front because it is time to go green here. And made it back just in time. Green flag in the air. And already a lot of fanning out being done here down the front straightaway on this restart. Lots of blocking and moves being attempted here. You see the Ford of Greg Biffle, that number 16 car, out in front, leading this thing, trying to hold on, but he's got two Chevys lined up right behind him, and a Dodge to the inside looking to work his way up. That's Rusty Wallace, and there's another Chevy up into the mix. Meanwhile, his Roush Racing teammate is falling back, so Biffle really has no help out in front here. Everybody's against him. This is gonna get interesting. Here comes Kevin Harvick, looking underneath the two of Rusty Wallace. Couldn't quite get there. Harvick still looking for his first career win here in the MG Cup Series. Wallace tried to beat that 29 back to the gas. Couldn't quite. But Harvick has no help down the front straightaway. Rusty Wallace going to get a push from his Dodge teammate. And Jamie McMurray couldn't quite stay with him there down the front straightaway, but now into turn 1 has a chance to try to regain some of that ground and work his way back up there. Meanwhile, out in front, Jimmy Johnson takes the lead away from Greg Biffle, or at least tries to, side by side into the tunnel turn. Biffle has to back out of it, and he's going to lose more spots. And now it looks like Chevys are going to go 1, 2, 3 here from Pocono as Harvick moves up in the third. Comes the two of Rusty Wallace looking to get underneath Biffle as well. Side by side down the front straightaway. Here comes the 42 of Jamie McMurray on the outside. Cars are everywhere here. And they've got the 41 of Casey Mears behind them as well. Mears won the last race of the season last season. And he's the teammate of Jamie McMurray. Two Chip Ganassi racing cars. Lead pack isn't getting too separated here. The top 5 are single file, but everybody else bunched up here. Top 6 now. But not for long. Here comes the 17 of Kenseth. He tries to make a move on McMurray. He does. Side by side for the lead. He had a spin in the back apparently. Chris Mack in the 86 car. Way off the pace. We might come up on him in a couple of laps. Never mind, he's pulling it off the racetrack, it seems. Yeah, he's coming in. Looks like he's gonna call it a day here. He's gained spots, gained some points. It's all he really needs right now. He's not gonna stay out any longer. But now things are heating up. Here comes Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle looking at the inside of Kevin Harvick here through turn 1. Or turn 1. Excuse the sounds of my chair squeaking as I move around here. My legs were starting to hurt from the position I was sitting in. How did I get focused on Dale Jr.? Anyways, back out in front. I'm not sure how I ended up focused on Dale Jr., but it is what it is. It's not much has happened except for Tony Stewart losing the lead and a few spots. Kind of afraid to take another break because last time we did that, caution came out. It was Chris Mack, so. But they're single file right now, so it doesn't look like anything will happen. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Debating if I want to skip any more laps right now. I think that'll be alright. Alright, welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN at Pocono Raceway. Kevin Harvick is now moved up in the second. Let's see if Harvick can get his first career win here today. Greg Biffle looking for his third career win, second straight, after winning last week at New Hampshire. It'll be interesting to see if we can go back to back here today, but he's going to have a lot of competition if he wants to do so, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers behind them that are all hungry for a win. Got a lap car coming up here too. It's the 61 of Tony Raines. Is it Raines or Fuller? Raines.